couple of years ago, my dad, aka Granddaddy Williams, came out to Texas for a visit, and we put him to work helping us work on the car. So while he was here, we had him help us strip down the fender and to get ready to start the body work on it. So as you can see, we stripped it down using some aircraft stripper and finished it off by sanding it down with various sanding tools and so forth. The fenders actually were in pretty decent shape. We ended up needing a patch in a few areas, and as you can see here, Matthew's holding a patch on the lower quarter behind the wheel, and here's where we cut it out, and then Matt's doing some masking to paint the back structure, and then here's the new piece that we welded in place, and you can see a close-up of the weld seam here, and there it is with the welds all ground down. And here's another patch where there was just a hole in the fender that we made a patch for and welded up. Okay, today we're doing a little bit more work on the fenders. We've to date done a tremendous amount of work on them. We've started out just removing all the old paint and knocking out all the big dents, and each one of the fenders had the lower bottom portion behind the wheel was rusted out, so each one of them got a patch in that area and welded up, and some body filler to cover that up. The fenders are of course 46 years old and have a tremendous amount of dings and dents and just unevenness to them, but overall, except for those bottom sections there, they were actually pretty rust free and in good shape. So we've primed these fenders, blocked them once, have done the more body filler after we guide coated just to see where all the lows were. The shiny spots where those are appearing as a high spot, and the other areas that are different shades of gray or just and white and blue or different levels, and there's some pink for Matt because he's a pink kind of guy. Anyway, we're going to put another coat of primer on them and block them out again, and hopefully they're real close this time. For these fenders, we're going to be using a product called Slick Sand from Evercoat, and it is a polyester primer surfacer. It's a really high build sanding primer that we'll be using to do the final tweaking on these fenders. Hopefully this will get them perfect, and they'll be ready for base coat after this step. Matt's getting the fenders all prepped and ready to go, wiping them down with some wax and grease remover, and then we're going to go ahead and spray these with primer. Alright, we got both fenders all primed up, ready to go, and tomorrow we'll hit them with a light coat of guide coat and get to the business of block sanding them. And as you can see, it's now dark outside.